ZG's here. I hope you all enjoying this lovely Halloween special. All right, so am going to start by getting through Dai Mukamura, which is the Japanese version of Ghouls and Ghosts, and hopefully I can get this done in roughly 30 minutes. So let's get started. All right, and let's begin. The difference between the Japanese version of this game and the original English version, the English version by default starts you off on practice, and supposedly that's like, going through the easier version of this arcade-based game. So right off the bat, as soon as I do this game, it's basically as if I was doing the original defaulted difficulty of this game as intended. Now, I've never done an official speed run of the game. However, I am very familiar with it as, number one, I played this multiple times. Number two, I've done retro achievements for this game. Another thing to note is that, unlike the American version of this game, even if you die to the boss, you get reset to the checkpoint previously. So, this game has its challenges. In the English version of the game, when you do the second loop, it eventually becomes as hard as the original arcade version. But as soon as I get through this, use the iframes to bypass this a bit. You'll have to, excuse me, I have to get reacquainted with this game. But I should have more than enough time to get through both loops in a specific amount of time. There we go. I thought I had enough iframes to get through that section. The good thing about the getting game overs in this game is the fact that you always start off at the last chip when you died at. But again, you die to a boss and you will be reset far back. So I'm trying to avoid as many deaths as possible. Because after going through this game so many times, it's still very challenging. I know there's a way to jump at a certain point, and then that pig enemy will eventually jump over you, because that enemy does take quite a good number of hits to take down. Not to mention I have to go through this twice, when I have to go through it for a second loop. There we go. Got him to jump over me. Not gonna get to the boss. Let's go. First boss. The bosses do tend to take more hits in the original version of the game than they are on practice for the English version. As soon as I get to the third stage, I will not progress past the first part until I get the knife, as there's many opportunities to get the knife. Oh, don't want to hit that ant line, that's an instant kill. Ooh, that was almost a death. Gotta make it at least to the second checkpoint. I'm gonna completely ignore this red armor and just completely get to exactly where I need to be, and then take a death. Just because this guy takes a lot of hits, unlike the ones in the last stage. So I keep this lance until I somehow miraculously come into contact with the knife. Oh god, that's the worst weapon to have. These flame bats have an RNG pattern of showing up whenever they please. So I have to, it's not like I could go straight through them. There's the second boss. Again, these bosses have pretty much the same health as if you were to play the second loop on English version. Alright, got through the second level. Okay. Alright, so this is basically we find the knife level. Because in this one session, there are many opportunities to get the knife. And if I don't get the knife, I will take a death and start this all over again. Because all these enemies will be carrying pots, and hopefully one of them will give me the weapon that I need to progress through the rest of this game. Okay, we don't want that because that's the gold armor. Not getting any luck, but hopefully the next chest that shows up will give me the item that I need. No, that's even worse. We don't want the axe. There it goes. There goes the knife. If I have to take a death, so be it. But I got the knife. I'll tell you, there's lots of opportunities for the knife weapon to show up. Because we need that more than any weapon in the game until we get the Psycho Cannon at the end. See if I could do this. I was gonna do the skip, but I got hit. It was gonna require me to get hit. That's okay. I'm already at the checkpoint, so I'll be good. Getting to the third boss. Oof. Oof. It's kind of hard to time it. It's okay, I'm at the checkpoint, so I'm still good. Remember, I have to go through all this a second time. Easy. Alright, I gotta be extra careful and do not die to this boss, because if I do, I have to restart from the second checkpoint again. First checkpoint. Invincibility shield on the boss. There we go. Alright, made it to for stage 4. I'm gonna get through this crystal section in one piece. Nope. Gotta take care of those schemes. Those schemes. You know what? Let me get that. When I have the gold armor, and that's not. You know what? Take a death, because I am not going to touch that blue fire weapon. That's like I'd rather take a death, get the gold armor again, and retry instead of having to. Yeah, get the gold armor. The thing about the gold armor, especially when it comes in handy in the last level, is I can make a duplicate of myself with the knife, so I can get double the damage in, because your second character will be taking care of the enemies that take an incredibly long time to take out. Just gotta get this. Okay, the game that would normally be there is not there, thank God. So let me take a death here, because I'm at the checkpoint. I was hoping to do a shortcut, but that didn't go well. I'm gonna take a quick dive to the fourth boss. Now, this is probably the hardest boss to tackle in the game, and that's only if you don't have the right weapon. If you have the knife, you're in position to get to one end of the boss and defeat its two cores on the ends, which is why we always go for the middle one first. Good, easy setup. Good luck doing this with the the flame weapon. All right, last stage, but it's not the end because we have to do a second loop of this. These red armors are much weaker than the one in stage 2. They take to... No, I didn't despawn them. Okay, just making sure those two are taken care of. I'm trying to get the gold armor. I'm not gonna progress until I get rid of this one, because this one will follow you. Okay, I think I got one hit on him. Okay, get the gold armor. That was, I planned that really wrong. You can play this game so many times, guys, and it's still very challenging. Considering this is one of the easier Ghouls games. Oh wow, I just got sniped. I think this chest is going to reveal a weapon. Very important to get rid of them, because I won't make it to the second checkpoint, the next checkpoint, unless they're defeated. I think this is either the weapon or armor. Oh hell no, we're not taking that. But the next chest that shows up will give me the armor. Should be right about here. There we go. Alright. I made it through that abysmal mess now. I finally made it to a checkpoint. Alright, now I just gotta make it to That's Astaroth, the boss from the first G&G game. And there'll be two more of them showing up. As long as you quickly get rid of the first head, Cyclops head, the second one's easy. You just gotta tackle one more before the boss. And we can ignore that one. Those mini Gacetos also need to be rid of immediately. Alright, we got that taken care of. Now, if I die to this boss, I have to go from the last checkpoint again. So this is gonna be a pain in the ass to get through. Had I had the gold armor, this fight would have been a lot easier. So this fight can be very tiresome without the gold armor. But as soon as I get through this, getting through this with the Psycho Cannon is easier. Especially if I have the gold armor, since the Psycho Cannon will neutralize projectiles. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, this fight is very annoying without the gold armor. But I got this, guys. I got this. Okay, set up the gold armor. I'm trying to not lose the gold armor one time until I get to the boss. Because once I get that second clone out, it's a lot easier. But once I get through a second pass to this and I get the Psycho Cannon, much easier. The second Astaroth will sometimes extend his flame weapon to the point where he can't hit me even when I'm ducking. And that's sadly an RNG thing. And we try to get the gold armor here. Get ready to duplicate myself. And I just gotta keep this gold armor until I get to the boss. And this section is also very helpful. It's like you need to be quick with the movement, with the mashing. I think that gives you an armor. Yes. Okay, at least I have armor. So if I take a hit, I can still survive this fight. I might have to go back a bit. There we go. Alright guys, first loop is done. So, making good progress even though I'm almost 20 minutes in. But the second loop should be a little faster now. Hopefully. Got through this first phase. Now I'm gonna go through the second phase now. Like I said guys, this is a very challenging game, even on the hardest difficulty, considering it's one of the easier G&G games. But it's still fun to get through. Alright, we're gonna begin the second loop right now. Then we use the Japanese ROM to get through the text faster. Now, like I said, if you did do this game on the English practice version, now you'll see the difference in difficulty as some enemies will take a little longer to beat. Then I got to a checkpoint, I'll take an intentional death, so this way I could get to the first boss faster with the boost on the stairs. I screwed up getting hit by those enemies, so I'm just going to take a quick death. Because I need the armor for the boost. I thought I hit 2 hits on that flame enemy. Like I said, guys, the game is brutal for as many times as I've been through it. I can tell you one thing, the next thing I'm going to do is much easier. You gotta do that jump so that pig enemy can jump over you. Otherwise he's gonna ram into you. Ooh, I almost got hit by that. Alright. First stage done. For the second time. See how quick I get through stage 2 again. That was inevitable. I was gonna get hit. That's the first time. At that point, I was like, should I just wait for that bouncing enemy to show up and then have him jump over me, or just do a full YOLO? Because YOLO strat is not working. It's like you think you're gonna go underneath the last one that bounces over you, but it just hits you barely on the left side. And that can get kind of annoying. Yeah, I think this section is more brutal the second time you go through it. I don't know, the patterns of these bouncing turtles are definitely different than the first time you do it, even on the Japanese version of the game. The important thing is I got the shield this time. Okay, I made it to the red Adamer. The one that takes too long to kill, so I gotta take a death at the second, at the checkpoint. So I don't have to worry about fighting him. Intentional death so I can restart at the checkpoint. Gotta keep the knife until the last stage. It'll be a disaster to get any other weapon at this point. Alright, at least I made it to the boss. This is probably the easiest of all the bosses to fight against. I even fight the first boss harder than this guy. Now I gotta be careful in stage 3 not to pick up any additional items, because this is where you can easily get another weapon, and that's not gonna be good. But since I didn't do it on the first pass, I'm gonna see if I can try to get this skip. Oh god, see what I mean? All these different weapons we don't want to get. There's only one weapon we need, and it's only during the last stage. The reason we don't get the Psycho Cannon immediately is because of the fourth boss. If you don't have the gold armor, even if you, because of its short reach, even with the gold armor, the Psycho Cannon projectile doesn't go far, versus some of the other weapons that go as far as until they leave the screen. So until the fourth boss is defeated, we don't go for the Psycho Cannon. Because everyone's gonna be stuck on the stage 4 boss. So we keep the knife until the fourth boss is defeated. Okay, I'm just carefully making my way to Gasudo. Do not die to this boss because I do not want to repeat from the checkpoint again. He has a very unpredictable pattern from where he decides to float. But the knives are too quick to get in to try to get a quick kill on him. Right, as soon as the boss at this level is defeated, then we go for the Psycho Cannon. Watch out for those schemes. Alright, now just pray no enemies show up. Can't do anything about it. Without the armor, I keep going. It's pretty much a yellow section. Don't stop to kill those worms that come out. If you have the armor, at least you can pass through with a little bit of iframes and then get in time for the checkpoint before the iframes finish. Okay, thank God. Okay, there's no game. Let's take the death here. So now I'm at the checkpoint. So guys, I am near the end of this game. I wanted to get through the bottom section quicker, but that didn't go well. All right, go, 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 go. Drop. At least I have, if anything, I have an extra hit. Just like last time, there'll be 2 worms coming out. If you did this on practice, only one of those unkillable worms will show up. This fight is no joke if you do not have this weapon. Alright, I'm on the last stage, guys, and this is the second loop. I'm over 30 minutes on this game, but I'm very close to beating it. Okay, let's get this. And for the Psycho Camp to show up, we need to have the gold armor. We just gotta kill the second red armor. Alright, jump, get the... Okay, we gotta go pick this up. And we ride this to the end of the game. Because if you don't get this by the time you get to Beelzebub, you're gonna restart the loops again. That was intentional, just to get through that last section really quick. Up close, it does a lot of damage. And it can neutral, like I said before, it does neutralize enemy projectiles. If you have the gold armor. We don't got time to deal with the second Astaroth. If we had this weapon during the Omen fight, we would not get out alive. Just making sure that's not an item. Maybe it's for the best because maybe it'd be better going into the fight with the gold armor. So I have better extended reach with the Psycho Cannon. And I can also eliminate the boss's projectiles. Just trying to get this to show up. Okay, now that I have the gold armor, I have a better chance to get into this section. Okay, I should get through this really quick. Wasn't expecting that. I can't neutralize the projectiles without the gold armor. Done. Alright, final boss. Let's go. You just gotta go for the head. And done, guys. 36 minutes, but at least the game is done. See, the game becomes a lot easier when you get through the second phase because you already have the knife, which you don't have access to for the first 2 levels the first time you get through this game. I appreciate all the GGs, guys. Alright, without further ado, because I'm already 6 minutes over the time it took to get through this game, I'm gonna take a quick break to switch to the gap attack, and once I return, I should be able to get through that in full time fashion. So just going to take a little break to switch games real quick, guys, and I'll be right back.